Hello and welcome back. This is Goshen, and we're going to teach you how to play Starmade. So in episode 1, we got a base claimed, a system claimed, and got ready to go mining. So let's go ahead and go mining. So this is our little starter ship here. And we're going to hop in here, shut the door behind us, and go in. All right, so first thing we're going to want to do is, now you can mine these stations. It would be a shame to do this one because it's such a beautiful station. But look at this, we've got an asteroid. Oh, one thing I was going to show you is now that we've claimed the system, if we scan, hit N, go to scan history, check this out. We went from a mining bonus of 1 to a claim system, a mining bonus of 12. We can now mine this sucker mo better. So when we mine with the right mouse button, it does this. Has multiple beams and shoots fairly, well. If you hold the left mouse button, say I just want to pick this guy off, it's going to be more powerful in more focused area, which is good for this little ship because it doesn't have ginormous beams. If you have a big ship and has really nice strong beams, you do not want to do this. Alright, so this is definitely working well, but it's not my style. I go a little stronger. So we picked up some salvage beams from the shop. So what we're going to do here is we're going to augment our ship. And it's always the first thing I do, if that or scrap the thing and start anew. So we're going to go ahead and hit C on the salvage computer. That selects the salvage computer. That way any module we place is already linked to it. So where are the other beams? I know there's more beams to this thing, because I see 3 there. If we go inside the ship, it's going to show us. There are... Alright, so the beams are just underneath what we're looking at here, I believe. Is it shooting through the jump drive? No, they're there. Okay, so that... Did I miss it? Yep, it's lower. Just took out a scanner. Antenna, there we go. There's our salvage modules. Oh, okay, so we can't run it that way because it's that way. You know what, let's just forget that. Let's just start our own. So let's wait. What I do here is I go to... Oh, we need to reboot because it's only set to 10 and our server's set to 50. We can work with 10 for now, but we're going to be 50 in the future. I like 50. So I'm going to go ahead and place this nice long tube. I like them 32 long. There's that's 30. That's good enough. So it's 30, and we don't want to make the next one right next to it or to link to it. So we want to make it at an angle, one of the corners. Okay, and there. All right, and then now experience builders are going to say you're doing something wrong. What am I doing wrong? What I'm doing wrong is I am not mirroring. So that is basics on how to do that. Oh, I didn't show you. This is advanced build mode. You hold down left control and you can run these sliders and it determines how long you're making. So you have to place one block at a time. I'm going to go ahead and hold down control and hit undo on those changes I just did, because, and you can keep going back quite a ways, put things back together. I made a little mistake in not doing mirrored mode. So let's go ahead and go to the core. I'm going to hold on control and there's these mirror symmetry build planes. Whatever letter is missing is the letter you're going to be building with. So we're building with Z, so we're going to do this bottom one, this the YZ plane. And so it comes up and you right click on the core, that puts it right in the middle, unless you want an asymmetrical ship, that's fine. Then I want to do the X and Z plane as well. So now what happens Well, I don't know if I want to do it Y, Z. So now what happens if I click here, it places it on both at the same time and above the ship as well because I did both planes. I don't necessarily want both planes, so let's do undo, let's unset this one. So basically what's happening here is when I place, it places twice as many, so you can get it done much, much faster. If it's right in the middle, it's not going to place more. So I'm just staggering these, keep setting them up in this formation. Now, one thing we might run into with having this many is power. And if that's the case, we bought some reactors, so we could just augment our ship with those. It's not going to look pretty, but who cares about pretty right now? We're just trying to get started. The builders are probably crying right now. Yes, this is a family-friendly server for sure. All right, there we go. And I'm out. Oh, I have more from the ones I took apart. That's going to be a little longer than it's supposed to be. All right, so we've got a good amount of cannons here, a little good start. So let's go ahead and see how that functions. And I think I'm going to go ahead and switch to the camera above, because this is... maybe not. All right, power's holding steady. How cool is that? Pretty cool. That is much faster than we had before. And we've got enough power for more, so let's go ahead and put more on. So, let's see here. There and there. Nope, that didn't work because that is not, that's attached. Right. Little tricky on these. There we go. There we go. There we go. Good. We're going to run out of salvage moves here real quick. Yep, ran out. All right, next thing I'm going to do is now the salvage computer is also linked to, let's double check that, is not linked to any cannon computer. All right, that's why it's shutting off. So when we are salvaging here, you'll notice that I'm holding the button, it salvages and then has a cooldown period. Then it salvages and has a cooldown period. That is because it's not linked to anything. That's the normal behavior for salvagers. If you want it to be rapid fire, you basically slave a another system to it, which would be like cannons. Cannons make it rapid fire. You can salvage, you can link other things, but I've only ever done cannons. It seems to work really well. I like to be able to hold it down and keep salvaging without the cooldown. So we are mining the asteroid. Now, one thing about mining asteroids is if you start mining them, you probably want to, if they're really close, like on top of your base, like this one, mine the whole thing because it will respawn if you mine the entire thing. In asteroid belts, I don't know necessarily if the asteroids that come with stations respawn, but it's just good etiquette to mine the entire thing and not leave anything behind, because then it respawns. Especially if you're mining something important like the blue asteroids that have shield capacitor materials. So if you see blue asteroids, you want to mine them because they're valuable. So that is a tutorial on how to get started mining. You'll notice your jump drive now is not charged all the way. That's because we augmented the ship and it has more mass. Also, we can check on radar jamming. Yep, that's enough power. We're still radar jamming with no problems, perma-jam. Let's go ahead and charge the jump drive back up. So that is how to get started mining. You can do this, works the same with asteroids or planets. You can mine both. And one thing I warn you about the planets is you don't want to get too close. You want to hold down shift, because if you get into the planet's gravity, it'll pull you in, and if you don't know thrust, you have to jump to get out of it, basically, which is inefficient. So we got started mining. So the next step is what to do with our materials. So I will sign off, and thanks for watching. We will catch you next time.